Chanel said fall or Halloween. This is most definitely the most polarizing and controversial collection from Chanel from forever. Those who are Chanel makeup and beauty lovers, they are a little bit concerned about the direction that Chanel is taking since the time that the Camel collective, the three ladies that are now in charge of directing the beauty line from Chanel, they are coming out with very different ideas, moving a little bit away from the classic demure kind of makeup that we have been accustomed from Chanel, but also attracting another type of audience. And as you can tell, I took one for the team and I bought the entire Chanel Clairvoyance Fall 2024 collection. So today I will be giving you obviously my review, the demo, application, swatches, detail on the formulation of all of these products and other products that I cannot hold it on my hand because my hands are busy. So let's go ahead and get it started so you can see how I achieve this makeup look. Let's start first with the most controversial palette, that is Divination, and it does come in this little pouch with two eyeshadow applicators made in Italy with a shelf life of 18 months. These shades are matte. There you have it. As you can see, even this kind of mastery tone, it does have a lot of green in it. Here are the swatches. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, I do film in natural light with a 4K resolution. I will be leaving all the details of the collection. I know this palette has been sold out in UK, Europe, like pretty much immediately as it launched, and it was sold out couple of days ago at Chanel's website here in US, but there's other places that they are carrying it right now. So I will be leaving again those details in the description box below, also on the YouTube shop for your convenience. But what do you think, my friends? We have a pukey tone right here, a little bit of green. On this type of color story, I will not use all the shades, but let's do it because we need to try it. Let's go first with the pukey shade. I know, and I'm using a Sonia G T4 brush, and I'm taking the shade above the crease. Let's see, I was wrong. This is not a pukey shade. At least on my skin tone, it's more of like a doré kind of shade, matte, like I said before. Chanel 202 brush and the lilac shade, and I'm taking the shade and applying it on my mobile lid. I'm gonna pack it a little bit more. Okay, great thing is not looking chalky, which it was something that I was a little bit concerned, but no, it doesn't look chalky at all. Taking a Sonia G mini booster and going to the purple shade, and I'm gonna apply it on the outer V. So far, no fallout and really, really good pigmentation. Look at this. And it's non-patchy either. BK Beauty 204 brush, and I'm taking the shade on the lower lash line. Now, in all honesty, I will leave the eyeshadow look right there, but let's go for the green with a Sonia G flat definer, and I'm applying it at the roots of the lower lash line. I'm also taking this green shade and I'm applying it right at the corner of the eye, a little bit upwards, kind of like to blend a little bit in with this deeper purple shade. Okay, so far so good, or so I think. And the purple shade, and I'm gonna stamp this shade on the upper lash line. Getting a little wing here. Okay, that looks good. It doesn't look spooky by any means, and I like that I have the lighter shade on the mobile lid too. It looks really nice. Here it is, the final look with Divination. I just applied a little bit of mascara, a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline. Again, those details will be in the description box below. I didn't do that much to it. To me, it looks really good. I wasn't sure about this eyeshadow look, but it looks mysterious in a good way. It's one of those kind of day, night kind of looks or evening kind of look Very intriguing, but very beautiful, and it doesn't look awkward or clown-like. But I'm not gonna lie that I'm a little bit afraid about this blush in a lavender tone, Le Tarot du Chanel. So there are two shades, lavender being one of them, and if you notice, interlaced in the lavender, there is a little bit of a light blue on the 5 and in between the tarot cards. Let's swatch it. I know this is gonna look like chalk on me, but let's go for it with a Chanel brush. I mean, definitely it doesn't show like a blush, but the formula is so velvety, creamy. When you touch it, you will see it is non-powdery. It does have a lot of emollients that, I mean, if we give it another purpose, at least for my skin tone on this blush, I will use it as a setting powder. And definitely I will report back if you can do so, because it doesn't have any shimmer. So you just give that, see here, I didn't set this side or this side. I just did it right now with this blush. It just gives kind of like a brightening effect, doesn't it? Okay, so we can use it like such. And if you're wondering, the blush also came with a velvet pouch and a brush. On this collection, there are a few lip liners. I picked up the one in Beige Camel 202. These lip liners, they are double-ended in terms of like you get a brush on one side and then the color on the other side. Let's give it a little swatch here so you can see it. Okay, that's very, very pretty. This is a nice shade. It does have a little bit more of a orangey yellow undertone to it, and definitely warm, good for the season. Chanel also has added more shades on the Rouge Allure liquid velvet. I picked up one of them. The shade is 202. This is a liquid matte formulation that it's really comfortable, moussey on the lips. That's the shade. So comfortable. If I have to tell you that Chanel is one of the brands that does lipsticks so well. See, non-drying matte formula. It looks lovely. It looks very, very pretty. I forgot, I bought that Noir Allure mascara in the shade Amethyst. It's a purple shade, not like the one that was launched during the springtime, that it was more lavender in tone. This is truly a purple tone. Let's just click. And there you have it. What should we do? You know, we can try it always on the other lashes, but let's just, you know, apply it over top of the black too. Let's see. That actually looks pretty on top of the black. Oh wow. Now this one I like. The lavender one, it was horrible. Second palette, Initiation. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right, but this is the one that I'm thinking that most people will get not only the most use out of it, but perhaps it's just one that it will be on the comfort zone of many. Let's give it a good swatchy. Let's see. There you have it. I mean, completely brown autumn kind of shades with a little bit of a peachy tone too, but more than autumn, eyeshadow quad that, I mean, you can rock it any time of the year. Sincerely. Okay, that was, do you see how creamy that was? It was so smooth. Okay, the darker shade didn't swatch its best. It pretty much stayed on my finger, but let's just build it up so you can see it a little bit better. And swatches doesn't mean anything, it's just to see the color, but here are the swatches of Initiation. Hermes brush, and I'm gonna go to the lightest shade, which is not really the lightest, it's just different tones. This one has more peachy warm tone, and this has more of a peachy pink tone to it, like a little bit coral. And I'm gonna take it above the crease. Oh, wow. I don't need to build it up. I thought I was gonna need to build it up. That's That's a lot of pigment. Wow. That really got me off guard. I thought I was going to need to build it even more. No. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Sonia G crease brush, and I'm going to go to the lighter brown, and I'm going to take this shade and applying it right on the crease. Whatever is remaining also on the outer third of the eyelid. I'm telling you, this eyeshadow quad, I mean both of them, lots and lots of pigment. Sonia G mini booster and the deepest shade, and I'm gonna take it on the outer V and just concentrate it right here. Chanel 202 brush, and I'm going to this peachy pink like coral tone, and I'm applying it on the mobile lid, but just from the inner third to the middle. Sonia G T1 brush, and I'm gonna dust this shade on my lower lash line. Sonia G flat definer and the deepest shade, and this shade is just gonna go on my lower lash line on the outer third only. I went ahead and applied a little bit of liquid eyeliner, mascara, a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline. Those details, they will be on the description box. And now into the blush in the shade Blood Orange. Again, super smooth formulation. Very, very intense terracotta. Look at the difference. But creamy formula. Not cream, but creamy, velvety. Let's apply it. BK Beauty brush. Yep. Gorgeous tone. I'm going light-handed because this blush has a ton of pigmentation. And the shade is stunning. I mean, if you cover this look, very warm, very autumnal, very intense as well. There you have it. Should we apply a little bit more on this side? I think yes, because now that you have seen both, it's fair to just make it a little bit even. Just gonna apply a tiny bit on this side to add a little bit more color. And as per usual, I like to apply a little bit on my nose. And now, what are my thoughts about this Fall 2024 makeup collection from Chanel? Is it really autumn or is it really Halloween? I don't think there's nothing Halloween about this eyeshadow. Definitely you can just skip and use these two shades, or like even these shades here together. You don't need to use the green one, or opposite, you can use the green one like this, or you can use just the two top or the two bottoms. You don't need to use all the four shades in one eyeshadow look. Obviously I had to do it because I wanted to give you a full demo what I was able to achieve with this eyeshadow palette. And if we talk about performance, chef's kiss performance. I truly enjoy the formulation of this palette. Super smooth, easy to blend, easy to apply. I'm not too keen that these are all matte shades, but somehow it just works. And there's something that usually during fall and winter, a lot of people look a lot more into just matte eyeshadow looks. Perhaps because they have been using a lot of glowy or just naturally glow during the summertime, that people tend to just go for a little bit more of a stronger or just matte looks in general. So, I mean, this can calm that thirst. And also this palette is catering in a way to the new generations. I mean, let's be honest, Chanel is trying to get the attention from different generations, aside to keeping their OGs, the ones that love Chanel makeup. Now, I wanted to do a quick comparison of this single eyeshadow with these ones. This formula is phenomenal, super smooth, full of pigmentation. Same thing with these eyeshadows. They are full of pigment, but there's something very special about this formula, and I like that is that mid-tone. Let's just swatch it right here. Do you see right there? There's a tiny bit of a difference, Very good formulation. If you're looking for a purple eyeshadow and you already got these, so you need these ones right here. I guess if you want more dimension, then why not? Yes, I think the three together will create a beautiful purple eyeshadow look. And if you got one of the toppers of the mono eyeshadows, you can even top it off if you don't want to go for a full matte eyeshadow look. Now, in terms of initiation, this is more geared to, again, the OG Chanel makeup lovers. Definitely this is just a little bit more easy to use, but it does pack a punch. Oh my goodness. These eyeshadows, they do have so much pigment. They are rich in pigmentation, payoff, blendability, and same with the other eyeshadow quad. There's no fallout. There's nothing patchy about these formulations. They work so beautifully together, and once again, you can use them just these two right here, just these two right here, or three. I mean, like, you can do so many different combinations. You don't have to use the entire thing. But this eyeshadow quad, it does give a balance to the collection. So you get something that is a little bit more, not even subdued, but just a little bit perhaps in the comfort zone of many people, and something that perhaps is a little bit more risque for many people. But in general, I mean, you can use just one eyeshadow if you need to and just play around. I'm surprised. I'm honestly very surprised. Not because Chanel doesn't do really good makeup. They do really good makeup. But I'm just surprised that I'm enjoying this eyeshadow look as much as I'm enjoying this other eyeshadow look. I'm very impressed that my reaction wasn't like, oh my gosh, what I have done on this eye. Now, in terms of the blushes, I love the formulation. So creamy. They do have more of a natural, almost demi-matte kind of finish with a blurring property that give a filtered kind of effect. I'm wondering, will this be able to be a true setting powder and perhaps replace the OG Givenchy loose setting powder that everybody is like so upset that they have reformulated it, because it gave me that same kind of, you know, like setting look with that brightening effect. I didn't apply it on this side, so why not? Let's try it. I'm using just the same brush as I did on this side. Look at this. It's a lot. But let's just go for it. Let's see what happens. It's brightening. And because it's not ultra matte, it actually looks really good underneath the eyes. I will have to report back with you, because I tried to do the same thing with the Dior Duo Blush and Highlighter. And although it looked good, if you build it up too much, it doesn't look quite good. So it's not a powder that, you know, can do it all in terms of the one from Dior. So I have to report back on this one. But, you know, it's hard to make lilac blushes that are made right. I think if one brand has made it really right, and if you had watched yesterday's video where I share with you my opinion on which are the best Dior makeup releases of the year so far, this is one of them. Now, this is not only a lavender tone, but because it does have a little bit of pink in it, it just makes it so wearable. Another brand that has done a great job with a lavender blush is Fenty Beauty, the cream formulation. That is also stunning. I don't know, this one as a blush, definitely not for my skin tone, but I would love to hear if some of you have tried it. Perhaps if you have fair complexion, if it works for your skin tone. Definitely this will not be good as a highlighter because it doesn't have a luminizer or highlighter property. Like I said, it's a natural finish, demi-matte kind of finish, and super blurring. This shade, go light-handed. I mean, here they are catering for those with deeper complexions. Perhaps not the deepest one of all, but if you have, you know, a beautiful, not only tan, but, you know, deep, not rich complexion, this will do for you. I use a very light hand and I got a lot of pigmentation. It doesn't look clown-like. It's very pretty. I think I said my piece about this Chanel mascara in Amethyst. If you're looking for a purple one, this is a great one. I really did not like the lavender one. It just looks so weird on my lashes. This one looks very pretty, natural with that hint of purple that just adds a little bit more of like oomph to this purple eyeshadow look. And in terms of the lip liners from Chanel, They are always wonderful. I don't think I chose the right shade to go with this shade of liquid lipstick. This is just too yellowy and this is just a little bit too warm. So, I mean, I didn't find the right pair, but in terms of formula, a great formulation. This one, super comfortable. If you're looking for a comfort matte formulation from Chanel in a liquid formula that is non-drying, this is fantastic. Now you're gonna be wondering if this transfer proof. Not really. It does transfer, but just a little. It's nothing that you have to completely reapply. But if you're like done with the lip glosses because, you know, they get stuck on the hair, mostly fall time is coming and there's a little bit of wind, this is a really good one to try. Now, if you want to know the best ones from Chanel, I do have a video about that too. I would love to hear from you. Comment in the comment section down below. While you're at it, it's completely free. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Let me know which of these products you are more excited to get. If you are on TikTok and Instagram, come and follow me there. If you like this video, if it serves you of any help, please give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day.